Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my live video feed on Facebook. I may seem like I'm doing this every day, but sometimes I may skip some days, but do not get mad at me. Okay, hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty-gritty. In 10 minutes, if it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very talking and important. And not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Now, it's okay if you're religious, but you're going to have to snap out of that and wake up. Wake the fuck up, okay, people. Okay. So I love you all, but I hate the many of you, okay? And of course, I only hate the many who cannot think logically and critically. Okay, so this topic for today is academia versus, memorization of the English language. So I'm going to wait here until a few individuals pop up in here. And that's the intro I usually say on my YouTube, okay? But of course, I talk about different topics, so I do not want to repeat myself over and over again. If you want me to, you can pay me for my services. This is free information. You're just going to have to save this information, share it, and practice it, and understand it. And in my next video, I probably would talk about the key words and phrases, okay? But pretty much, academia is the basic fundamentals of going to an institution, or learning the long way of studying things, okay? Or being institutionalized, okay? Which I've learned that there are shortcuts. When I went to college, my 2-year degree, college to get my associate's degree in architectural drafting and design, CAD, okay? Computer-aided drafting and design. As a designer, okay, I realized that there were shortcuts. And then there were long ways, okay? But of course, we'll talk about that very shortly when enough people pop up in here. I've already sent the message to 5 groups. My main group is Mandel Evans' Basic English group. And then the rest, okay? But of course, I sent my message. I send in this live videos in this one because that's over 30,000 people watching me, okay? Now, I know some individuals in there got some money somewhere. We all can help one another. But I distribute the money very nobly. I do not care for money that much, okay? I'm not that ambitious. And I hope most of you are not that ambitious as well. But you do need computers. So you're going to have to be halfway ambitious, like myself, okay? Because there's a lot of selfish people in the world. So for example, if I were to go to Dubai, I know there's a lot of individuals who may speak Dubai, okay? Or, what do you call the language the Muslims speak over there? Pakistani, okay, or Arab, okay, but understand this, okay, if they got $1 billion, okay, they can easily give me a pinch of that money and I'll be on my way to helping all of you, okay? Remember, there are greedy people in the world. How you been, Syed Yemen? How you been, brother? Of course, Simon Yemen, if you are ambitious, it's okay. But today's topic I'm going to be talking about today is academia versus memorization, okay? And I'm also going to talk about, I'm not going to talk about too many things because I got too many things to talk about. I will just talk, this is all unscripted here, babies. As me being an African American, I am on an intermediate level. I am not an academia individual. I just want you to know that. But I try to help you to, precisely pinpoint the problem when learning, okay? I know how to study, but some people have better memories than others, okay? And so my purpose today and topic today, before I go my bounty way, is to help you to speed up the process of learning English. There are shortcuts and there are long ways. And the more you study, like Syed Yaman, okay, the more you will become more astute, okay, in memorization of different ways of studying, and then you'll get the patterns down, because there are patterns, unless you're learning a lot of accents like Syed Yemen, because he knows 4 accents, I only know 2, okay, but other than that, okay, if you're coming into America, it's about a business. Love, to me, is a business. And y'all guys got to understand that when women don't give up something, you don't give them anything. Okay, so I'm talking about a little bit of everything, okay? And anything you want to talk about, I will talk to you about. Because I am a black American. I am not like my fellow brothers, okay? All right? So please, I understand y'all hear in the news about the George Floyd and the Confederate, trophies, okay, or monuments are being pulled down and the country's going to turmoil. But true intellectual people don't get themselves involved in stuff like that. They'll get themselves hurt. And I try to tell people to stay your nose out of people's business unless it's affecting your own. Like, I'll just start jumping up when I know they're messing with my money, okay? When you know for a fact that there's a great, terrible history in America, long story short, white people had black people in slavery, and in the end, they killed off the Native Americans. Blacks are still wearing their hearts on their sleeve, and they kill each other more than they kill themselves. They kill each other more than they're killing anybody else. So how the hell is Black Lives Matter? Okay, Black Lives really don't matter. You got it. Because they're already out of that zone already. Though there is still some racism that goes on in America. Whites have to manage their superiority over minorities. They have to. If they don't, there will be collateral damage. Do you understand this? Sometimes some evils are necessary for a greater good. I'm sorry to say it, but that's how it is, okay? You know, if whites have conquered 70% of the planet, don't you think they're going to do one or two things? They are either going, actually 3 things. The one basic thing, how you been, OE, okay, how you been? Today's topic will be about academia versus memorization. I'm just randomly talking about different topics, okay, about the situations that's going on in America right now. We're talking about white supremacy and how they must keep up with their supremacy and their systematic order. Though there is such thing now, okay, please understand that there are many ways of controlling the minorities, and we are all a form of minorities compared to the white man. And this is why I tell you about the different levels of English learning, and it depends on your genetics and hereditary, okay? And let me get back to what I was saying here. Hello to you, Ax Al Maman. Hello to you, Kim. Please forgive me for badgering your names, okay? I am just a person who's just learned, and I'm very older than all of you, pretty much, okay? If you want something from me to know, if you want to learn something or know something, ask me, please, okay? So, but I'm talking about the current situation in America and a little bit about America's history, okay? White America, okay, which is still white America, is going through a turmoil. They don't understand what karma is. They're trying to keep control of their, especially, maybe in your country, it may be going on in your country. Are white people trying to control your own people? Socialism equals communism, okay? So I am a little bit knowledgeable on the political game, okay? I already know how it works. When you have too many people running around with their heads chopped off, especially when you allow the women to run around amok, and the white man don't get enough love, okay? So let's narrow it down to the nitty-gritty here. Then they will cause problems for your country externally and internally. All right, so I'm going to say it's mostly white people causing a lot more problems. And the people who are the aboriginals don't understand the definition of nature and technology. If you want to be a person of the earth like myself, you can live off the earth. Okay, all right? Before the white man say they came to this planet. All right, I know y'all got different belief systems. Okay, hello, Ask Al. Hello, sir. How you doing? I am doing fine. Good morning, good afternoon to all of you. Good morning. I'm watching 17 people. I'm watching that counter up there. If that counter goes down, I know. Of course, they can't pay attention. Okay, it's okay if people can't pay attention. Today's topic will be about academia versus memorization. Academia versus memorization. I'm just talking about what's going on in America. I'm talking about the history of America. And I may get off topic sometimes. I talk straight through, and I'm not going doing any streams until Saturdays or Sundays. If you want to do a stream, we can do a stream. Right now, StreamYard, you shouldn't be all over the place. Don't go on Zoom, because I tried Zoom. It's not as good. All right? You want to do StreamYard or some other stream connected to YouTube. This is the best connection, YouTube and StreamYard, because you can do a lot of meticulous, modifying, okay, to your, your stream, because you can see everything you need is pretty much there. Okay, the names, the comments from the people in general public. You can actually make private. See, you got to have all those things. You don't want to go to Zoom and jump onto Restream. You don't want to go to the because the phones is where everybody want to be convenient, right? So if you're walking around and you're basically wanting to be convenient, you can use your phone, okay? And then that's a very high quality professional stream, okay? So anything y'all want to talk about, we can talk about it, or forever hold your peace. I am about logic and common sense. If you want to be very astute or highly intellectual, you may have something called the God complex. If you want to be a know-it-all, it's best to be right in the middle, to be a know-it-all. It's good to know. It's good to learn a little bit from the lows, and it's good to learn something from the highs. I'm right in the middle. Okay, so let's wait for a little bit to see how many people pop up in here so we can talk about the topic for today, which is called academia, the academics, institutionalization, okay, and also memorization. Which one is more important, okay? Happy to see you again, Kim, as well, okay? We are going to talk about that subject and topic today. So I'm going to wait a little bit while I will allow y'all to conversate with me about things that you would like to talk about. Let's write down things in proper sentences. Give me a sentence, and I will tell you if it's understandable or if it doesn't make sense. Okay? Happy to see you again. Okay? Yes. Okay. Hello, sir. How are you doing? I am doing fine. Okay? English evolves and also math evolves. Nothing stays the same. When people who are up on that high chain up there, who are highly institutionalized, they tend to forget that things change. And some people have a better memory than others. They were born with it. How you been, Syed? Okay, OV, okay, I'm watching. I'm glad you're watching. And so I have not eaten nothing. So my time right now is 12 p.m. I may not be doing these every day, but I always got something to say. That rhymed. Okay, I may not be able every day to say, but I'm always great, boss. Okay, Habib, okay, how you been? What's going on? Oh, yeah, and also, if you do have some sort of proposition for me or something to set up, please understand, I do not have all my equipment. Okay, I don't have a computer or a laptop. I'm just using my mobile device. I have my own place here. And of course, I cannot travel to Bangladesh unless, of course, virgin wives, okay? I don't believe in marriage, okay? I just want you to understand that. So if anybody's watching me, a marriage is a tool, institutionalized construct, okay? And it causes problems for society. One does not make an agreement with the woman, right? And then just call it trust right there, okay? You can have a ceremony, but filling out paperwork to get married is really irrelevant. That's a taxation thing. They're trying to catch you on taxation, okay? They're trying to track you, okay? They want to keep dibs on your personal life, okay? And the more information you give to the white man or big brother, the more likely they will take advantage of you through a census, okay? And that census can destroy all of you. And they will try to imitate and cause problems through socialism to cause a communist state, just like in China. And so, hi, my Dur. Okay, how are you doing today? Please forgive me for badgering your names. Okay, I'm doing fine. Hello from Bangladesh. MD Asad. Hello from Bangladesh. I've already updated my Patreon. And I know there's a few rich folks out there. I try to make my videos for the elite. Okay, so I try to keep my numbers down to at least 30 to 50. My Patreon is only open to 30 people, okay? Understand this, I don't want to be bogged down or overwhelmed with a lot of individuals talking to me because I get pretty busy. But I do keep a schedule. And sometimes I do not feel like I'm in the mood all of the time. So I will be on here just for y'all guys. Like, show me a lot of love more than Americans, which is pretty sad. And I love you all. I love you all because you are showing me the attention I deserve. You show me more love and attention than my brothers. Understand that it's kind of sad. My brothers and sisters, sometimes my sisters try to stab me in my back. But of course, please understand that sometimes vinegar is more thicker than blood, okay, all right? And water is more thicker than goddamn blood too as well. So be careful with that. I don't trust anybody, okay? And of course, that's how everybody should be, independent or working together. Who, you know, I just had a conversation with, I think it's Rashid, okay? He was telling me about, okay, how you manage your time. But it doesn't matter how you manage it, no matter how smart you are. Mahatma Gandhi was a very person who manages his time, but he still got assassinated. The more popular you become, the more dangerous society can be for you as a Jesus type. You are a public figure. Doesn't matter how well you manage your time. Someone's going to find you. There are people who die in this country who have been stalked, even if they did not give out their information. And you can be killed for being too popular. It is not wise to be too popular, all right, or too ambitious. Okay, now, okay, MD Asad said, Hamed said, give us some tips on how we can learn American accent. Again, Hamed, you know, there is no such thing as an American accent. There are many accents. You can use your own accent to learn English. There is no such thing as an American accent. To learn English is important, not to learn America, not to learn American, okay? Okay, please say something about in Bangladesh, okay? Say what in Bangladesh? I know the COVID-19 is basically killing people, but that could just be the news to scare you, okay? That could be the news to scare you. You are not fully protected when you're well known. And Rashid was talking to me about it, how you can protect yourself. No, you can't, because there's people who out here who live in remote areas and somebody caught them because they were too popular, okay? And I think the best thing to do is leave off the goddamn planet. Trust me, there is nowhere you can hide if you want to be ambitious, right? So let's see how many people got in here. So far, 15 people are watching me. Lots of people have lost, okay? They can't pay attention. I'm waiting for people to come in. And, of course, I've been talking for, like, about 17 minutes. Now, okay, that's all. I'm going to start talking right now about it. Here we go. The difference between academia and memorization. Which one do you learn it faster from? Which one can you learn faster from? Academia may take longer, but you'll be more educated. Correct. But it takes much, much longer. There's a lot of meanings upon top of meanings, okay? And if you do try to learn those meanings on top of meanings when you are institutionalized, you tend to forget that it takes more time. That is all. Now, if you're born with a great memory, okay, I believe that, you know, Syed Yaman has a great memory. Learning 4 accents is very difficult, okay? There are people in this country who can dance their ass off. Like motherfucking monkeys. They can dance their ass off, but I can't dance full a lick. But let me get on a video game. Let me get on a video game. I'll blast a lot of individuals, man, because my memory and coordination skills, my reflexes is very high. So some people are born with different attributes in genetics and through hereditary, than others. So understand this, memorization is a quicker way of learning. Sometimes you have a natural talent for knowing things. There are people who did not get institutionalized, and they know more than those individuals who are institutionalized. How is that possible, you may say? Because sometimes institutionalism is basically keeps you from learning outside the box. Okay? Where are from? That is the incorrect way of saying something, MD Asset. Where are you from? As I said before, I live in America, born in America, and I was raised in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn is the city, and New York is the state. Okay? And of course, if you learn how to write in English appropriately, you will know how to speak appropriately in English. But that does not mean that it's in all occasions, okay? Good to see you here, Raphael. Okay, Raphael, cool. How are you doing? How was your day? Okay, like I said before, I'll show you what I'm talking about when I say to you that I always got something to say. Okay, I'm going to get up now and I'm going to show you my paperwork here. Okay, you know, I can talk about a list of things on these pieces of paper, but I'm choosing not to today. So I'm just going to get on here and see how many people come on here. If you have any questions, I just explained to you why academia is not as important as as per se memorization. Because even if you go into the institutionals, some people are not very good at studying. Remember this? It's a genetic thing, right? So when you go there in these colleges and you're paying them for services, there are other ways of learning. Do you understand me? And so I've been self-taught partially along the way, but I took bits and pieces of the academias and I took bits and pieces of the low-nards, the libertards, or the liberals, okay? Liberals are individuals. There's different levels of liberals, okay? And if you are one of those far left liberals, you are very emotional. You are not very logical. And if you're too far on the right of the liberals, then you may become a racist, or you may be very greedy, or you may have a lot of money. But to be conservative, okay, is to like order and peace, either in nature or through politics. So I break it down differently. So I'm just being a philosopher at the same time, okay, when it comes to politics. I do not like to fraternize with too many people because people don't like to ask questions. When people don't ask questions, you do not learn, okay? There are many ways of learning something. Even though there may be a history of a tried true purpose in a way, you can come up with your own way and a strategy. Can I be MD Acid? I think we are already friends, MD Acid. Can I be your Facebook friend? Of course. But remember, there's a limitation on how many people I can respond to. So do not think I am ignoring any of you. Okay? So we did talk about the difference between academia and also memorization. If your memorization is good, then you can go the academia way. If your memorization is bad and your studying habits are bad, then you might as well basically go to the memory section, okay? Because that's how it's going to break down to it. It's going to be broken down into that two sections. Either your memory is good. I know some guys, I know a lot of digits, so my memory is actually good on numbers. I know all my numbers for my bank card, my checking account, my bank account. Okay, I know all those digits. We're like, yo, you owe all those. I say, yeah, but I just memorize the numbers through a pattern frequency in my head for some reason. But some people can do the same with words, right? Okay, so if there's anything y'all would like to talk about, I am here. So we already discussed academia versus memory. And as I said before, to learn something in English is to either observe, listen, repeat. Observe, listen, repeat. Slow down with your word sentence structure. Okay? Let me see. Please give me what's at your what's. No, I don't do WhatsApp number, okay? We don't, Facebook, if you cannot get on Facebook, you either have a problem with your network, your understanding of Facebook. Facebook is very professional. Okay, YouTube, I try not to get on WhatsApp. To me, the energy, I'm not drawn to WhatsApp. I'll try to talk to a female from another country through the WhatsApp, and she won't have nothing to talk to me about, okay? I don't like women who don't have anything to say or have any questions. She don't want to give me nothing. So I do talk to a few women out here on here. And some of the women basically is just boring, okay? And boring means that she don't want to give me nothing. She don't want to ask me any questions. She's not interested in things about me. And when this is why I try to teach y'all guys not to give out too much to a female because she's just pretty. Never give everything to a woman because she's pretty, because that prettiness fades over time. Okay, I want to talk to you. How can I say, okay? Let's talk, okay? We could talk in my inbox. We can't talk here because it messes up the video. And what do you want to talk about? Type it to me so we can talk right now, okay? But other than that, I'll be on here for like a half an hour to maybe an hour. Depends on my mood. Let me know how you can communicate. I communicate intermediate, okay? Okay, on average, okay? I am not an expert. If you want to go to some white person to learn education, and they lots of white folks, they get intelligent enough to create their borders and their designs, okay? But as I repeat it myself time and time again, they are most likely monotone and very strict. They'll tell you specific things to do, while I will teach you memorization, such as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Now, there's many variations of the ABC song, and I want y'all to practice that song, because I learned that song when I was younger. How you been, Ryan? Ryan, how you been? What's going on? There's also an A-E-I-O-U song, that vowel sound. A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes why. Now, I don't know the rest of that song, okay? But understand this. If you listen to an American speak, okay, that don't make him have an accent, because there's many variations of accent. If you want to speak fluent English, accent only gets in the way of speaking that English. There's British men and there's the Englishmen who have a very strong accent in English. Okay, remember, English originates from the Anglo-Saxons and Latin. Okay, and I try to take things from that academia side and bring it down to earth here. Okay, so I take pinpoint points, from history, which may not be accurate, by the way. As I said before, you never know when something came from something, because I use semantics. Semantics is the, I'm anecdotal as well. Semantics is the logic in which you use logic. That's it, okay? The order in which it goes, okay? And I use that semantics to break people down, and I'm like, how about you saying you were there? Were you there when Jesus was born? Were you there when Allah was created? Okay. If you say no, you wasn't there, then you're not very logical. You just believe because you're living in fear. False evidence appearing real. That's an acronym. Okay. And I may not be perfect in my English, but I'm pretty much charming enough to be wrong. I have a right to be wrong. I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind it. Somebody says, oh, that's inaccurate. You're supposed to say it this way, man. You're supposed to say it this way. I said, no, man, I just made a mistake. I said, okay, if I said it wrong, I'll check it, do my facts checking, okay, and then I will get back to you. But other than that, let me see, MDSR said, you answer your words. Yeah, you can go back and forth. There's many variations of English, and there's different methods of learning and teaching yourself, but come to break it down, is if you are basically a good memorizing person, you can memorize your words, you will basically be okay. If you have if you're good with memory, yeah, you will be okay. So you can study academia if you want, okay? My memory is kind of like half and half. I don't want to get too far into the definitions of words, okay, because that's kind of a waste, because nobody really talks about verbs and nouns and adjectives. Okay, nobody really goes that far in America. Okay, life is too short. You live less than 100 years old. If you, how can I contact you? How many times I tell you, my name is Mandel Evans. You will be able to see my name after this video is over. You'll be able to see my information after this video is over. And you can read. If you can read, you must just read it slowly. Read it very slowly. Don't be excited. And when you read, take your time. Okay? Take your time when you read. Reading is important when I'm trying to relay a message. Like you're talking to me. We're not doing video chat. If you can't communicate with me in writing, then there's really no need to talk. Yeah, we can talk in English in person to one another. Yeah, sure. But you might not understand. See, this is where some academia comes into place. You have to know how to do kind of like both. Because English is not really hard to learn compared to your, and vice versa. It will be harder for me to learn your language. Okay? Than the other way around. English is very easy. I have looked at the schematics of all the languages compared to English, and I realized I see a pattern there. And I'm curious, how come if you take the capitalization of the alphabets, A, B, C, D, and E, you'll notice is that the alphabet is straight lines. Why is that? And when you look at the other languages, they're curvatures. Okay? You know, I'm like, yeah, that's interesting, right? Right? And so you have these different letters, and the sounds are also not as complex, okay? Because a letter can mean it can sound different 3 different ways as an alphabet, okay? But if you take a foreign alphabet, it can mean multiple different things in multiple he or she. And I'm like, okay, that's like that in English, but it's more complex with other languages, okay? So English language wins hands down. And I believe that eventually, over time, we will all become as one language anyway. Cultures will be exterminated or eliminated because of simplicity. Everything is using simplicity. Nobody wants to learn the long way anymore. As I said before, you want to learn the short way, okay? And you want to have this memory of the simple ways of life. The complexities of life is being simplified with technology. And people don't understand. Let me see. Click the green button below to talk to him. Well, they'll find it out. If they're technical individuals, Kim, if they're technical individuals and you like to learn, you should be curious. Remember, to know English and to learn English is to be curious. And they say in America, curiosity killed the cat. And that just can't happen, though, because if you're too curious or too ambitious, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. But other than that, it's good to be safe, okay? Y'all be safe from that COVID-19. There's a lot of individuals who just don't know how to use this Facebook, this advanced technology. But then they'll use WhatsApp. As I said before, WhatsApp is very simplified. I don't feel the need to use it. You can just go into my inbox if you just want to talk to me. You can talk to me in my inbox. Just use Facebook. Facebook is more popular. And also YouTube. Okay? I don't do Twitter. You know, I don't go too far. But I am doing the Patreon though. So if you want me to personally talk to you all the time and you paying me, then it'll be easier for me. But if I'm not wasting my time, you could just look at my older videos. You can look at my older videos to learn a lot of things. And as I said before, the number drops from 19 to 11. That means that there are people who are either losing their connection, or they're losing their interests, or they're losing their attention. Okay? If you listen to someone who speaks fluent English, then you will basically learn English a little faster. Okay? So what is it that y'all would like to know? Okay, we talked about a lot of different things. Kim, it's good to teach them how to use the interface of Facebook when we're going live, or you're trying to do a video chat. And I recommend everyone to use StreamYard because that is the best stream. We don't want to jump and hop all around the place. Okay, if you hop all around the place, people can't find you. Okay. So use StreamYard right now. I've already did the research on the other streams. Okay, because I know you're trying to explore different ones. Okay, StreamYard is the best. StreamYard is the best. StreamYard is the best. StreamYard is the best. The only problem with StreamYard, I'm going to tell you right now what the problem with StreamYard is that they will only give you 20 hours a month. So I think that's a good amount of time. Okay, and then they'll start to charge you. Okay, so StreamYard will give you 20 hours a month. And then it resets. So don't do everything every day, okay? You know, there's 30 days. You know, stay under an hour of talking. Don't make things too long-winded. Talk about an interesting subject. Okay, Muhammad Shakbi Shah. I can't slow down for you, okay? You have to go to my inbox for that, okay? Talking slowly, you must be a newbie. And I hope you either you know how to speak English or you just are starting out. Okay? My words are very crisp. I do not slur my words because I'm a confident individual. Okay? And if I slow down for you, it will make things slower for everyone to learn. But you do understand me, right? Okay, you have to understand me. There are key words. That's what I'm going to talk about on my next video, okay? Because I've already been talking for like about 36 minutes. And I'll just wait a little bit longer for anybody to pop up in here and see what else is there to talk about. So we talked about academia versus memorization. And we talked about a little bit of racism and the problems that's going on in America. And you should not be too concerned with what's going on in America. Be more concerned about what you are doing and how you're going to learn the English language. Shortcuts are being taught more than the long-winded version of academia principles. Okay. But of course, anything else y'all want to talk about? Because I'm going to go clean my house. Okay. Jahar, hey man, what up? What up? When I send a message to all those 5 inboxes of the group chats, I know all of you are seeing that message. And if you do see the message, great. If you don't, it's okay. Maybe your internet is bad. And don't worry. Things will get better, okay? Things will get better. MD Ismail, he said, good job. I may not receive your sentences or your typed message until 10 seconds later. Sometimes I may not receive your message until like 40 seconds, depending on your network. Okay, depending on your network, you will hear me clearly, or you will not be. I will not be able to. Every time I see your message, I will basically, answer it. I will repeat back what you're saying in the message. Right now, I'm just walking around in a circle. I'm pacing. I'm pacing back and forth. So I want y'all guys to create a few sentences and teach one another about the sentence structure and get back to me or someone else who can tell you the appropriate way to speaking or writing the sentence. Because if you write a sentence, you must be able to read it back to yourself. You should be able to record yourself. And you must get the checkup to see if you're right or wrong. Okay. Now, Shabab said, hey, what's going on there? Okay, I'm doing fine. How are you? If you don't know me, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn is the city. New York is the state of the United States of America. I am an American citizen, born and raised. I've traveled to Ethiopia. I know about 22 words in Amharic. I know a little bit of French too. Kamatalibu, okay. Come see, come sao, okay. And of course, I like education. And those who like to pay attention and those who like education, you should listen. I talk a little bit fast, okay. I know. As I said before, I'm intermediate. And I'm the one who sings the song to y'all guys out there. And I want you to sing the song so you can get the song down pack. Okay, how you been, MD Monar? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Not E, Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? Okay, Shababs, if you want to get in contact with me, my name is Mando Evans on the Facebook. Okay. I'm on this group because it has 30,000 followers. And Syed Yaman directed me to this group. And of course, I recommend y'all listen to Syed Yaman because he knows about 6 to 7 English languages. I mean, no, not languages, but he knows the accents, the sound. Accents equals sound. The alto and the pitches and your ethnic background group. Okay, that's the sound. If I say cat is a plain way of saying something, but some people have an accent that goes along with saying the word cat. Cat. Okay, you hear it in their deep voice here. They're used to their native tongue in their country, so they'll badger it with their accent. Okay, and they won't be able to speak that word cat or B, the letter B. They won't be able to say that because their accent. They're so used to that accent. Okay, I say V. Okay, awesome voice. Thank you very much, Ryham. Okay, please end this. I said before in my past video, I talked about different types of teachers, and before that, I talked about learning basic structure of English. I was talking about that. Shehab says, I hate Syed administrator. Why you hate him? Because did he say something to you? I don't know what's going on. If you don't like him, maybe you're jealous of him. And it's not good to be jealous because someone has more knowledge. He is not a fluent speaker. He is about 70%. I understand him. So you got to be careful. Are you a fluent speaker? Don't speak about someone who knows 6 to accents. Don't speak about someone and you don't have that accents. He makes me smile all the time. He's my good buddy, my good pal. You're talking about my good pal, Shabab. Okay, you love your own accent. Very good. Don't get mad at someone because they're smarter than you to learn multiple accents. Do not use. You don't like his accent. Well, I'm sorry you don't like his accent, but he's speaking English. He speaks fluent English, and I understand him. And I got onto this boat because of Syed Yaman, and we are just working together to try to bring everyone together, including Kim. Okay, how you Kim? Kim Hong. Okay, Hong Kong. Okay, I'm a comedian too. Okay, I will make fun of your name sometimes, so don't get mad at me. Okay. And that's not very wise because you'll never learn, okay? You can learn from some other white teacher. I'm not white, though. I'm black. Remember that, okay? And you should already know that black Americans are definitely more entertaining, okay? And charm and charismatic and sexuality. So let me see. He is my neighbor, okay? Oh, you must have been raised by, you must be a friend of his or associate of his. And there's people who don't like me at Shabab Habib, okay? These people don't like me, it's okay. The thing is that, what accent are you talking? I am talking English. I have no accent. Okay, there may be an accent, but I don't think so because I talk the straight word. Now some people say, people from New York, they say York. Okay, I don't have that accent because I don't want to fit in. I don't like having an accent. Do you understand? Okay, I am sorry. It's okay, don't be sorry. What accent are you talking? It's not American. Okay? Like my brothers in America, African American brothers, They be like, what's up, man? What's up? What's going on, man? What's going on? What's new? I really despise when they do that type of shit. When I was in New York, I didn't understand what's this. It's like an attitude, okay? When you have a certain type of accent. And that is not necessary to, to relay your message. What's up, man? Because usually, 9 times out of 10, when they're doing this, yo, I want to sound like this. I want to sound like this. I want to do this. That's because they lack confidence. Okay, they don't want to speak appropriately. They don't want to do that. Now, I know I may sound like a white person, but if you just speak appropriate English, okay, then you will not be as low and shallow, okay? Because I can understand who you are just by how you teach to me. You say you're Muhammad, you say you're Assalamu alaikum, you say Allah. So you talk like and you talk with this confidence, like you're talking down on me with that voice. I can read right through you because you are part of a culture. You are part of something. I am not a part of none of those things. This makes me different from the rest, okay? All right? So talk the way you want to talk straight. You want to make sure yourself is clear and pristine and crisp. You do not need to sound like anyone else. All right? So an accent is what you are drawn to. Like, are you a part of this clique? Are you a part of a race? I do not affiliate like that. I'm more intelligent than that. Okay, let me see. Okay, I want to talk to you, Shabar. Okay, so you come into my inbox. Okay, you come into my inbox. Jabbar says, I hate racism. You're a good-looking man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If women compliment men more, we would have more peace in this world. Did you know that? But instead, we have men complimenting women too much. See? Stop complimenting women's beauty. They're empty heads. Most women are empty buckets. They don't have nothing up there. That's why we have more men in the group. When you talk to women, they're more on the narcissist side. They're vanity. Now keep up this style of live speaking every single day. How do I speak? Syed Yemen says. Okay, that's not the appropriate way of writing that, but write the whole thing out. Okay, how do I speak? How do you sound? Is that what you mean, Syed Yemen? How do you sound? How do I sound when I speak English? You sound 60 to 70%, okay. Most of y'all guys in Bangladesh are basically pretty much 60 to 70%. Now, there's a guy named Garvey, okay, and he was from Nigeria that I usually talk to. And I talk to other Nigerians as well. I can't understand them for a lick of shit, okay? I can't understand them, okay? And I'd be like, you might as well write down what you're trying to say to me because I can't understand their accent. Their accent is so strong to the point that they're so rooted, okay? Then, like I said before, when you have these accents, you are rooted with your culture. I do not want to affiliate myself with a culture or a race of people. Racism is destructive. It's more of a, when I think of racism, I'm thinking about white people. Okay, now there's a new word called colorism. Colorism is defined by how black people view other black people. See? And I've been always colorized from my fellow brothers. They look at me like, oh, this is a motherfucking coon here. They call me a motherfucking coon because I sound educated. Jesus Christ. Is it like that, brother? You gonna call me a coon because I like a little bit of education. That's how it is. That's called colorism. Even white people judge one another. White people judge white people. Okay? Jewish people judge, and that's a form of colorism. It's sad. Racism is a white on black thing, okay? It's like, okay, we white, so we are more superior than all of the other races, okay? That's how white people, that's that God complex. Let me see. Shabab said, you are a great person, bro. Color doesn't matter. That's right. Be your individual self. Do not relate. This is why I say religion is folly, and I am not religious. Remember that. Okay? Let me see. I hate color discriminate. Okay? That's good that you know how to write that word. Okay? That's very good. I want to talk to you. Muhammad, okay? I want to talk with you. I want to improve my English. It takes time to improve your English. Okay, let me see. Let me say, okay, Shabab says, hey, bro, I'm sorry. Okay, yep. It's okay to be sorry. It's okay to apologize. Okay, they're pretty much the same. Okay, apology sounds more, you know, if you say, what's the difference? The difference between apology and sorry. I'd rather say I apologize, because if you say sorry, you may be sorry, because you'll be going saying the sorry a lot. And it's like a magic spell. Like my wife, she would do things and she would not even apologize. Women do not apologize. This is why you know you have a bad woman. If you men are dating any female out there and she made a mistake and she don't actually say she's sorry or she's apologizing, you need to cast that bitch aside. Women who don't apologize are wicked women. Okay, you should know the red flags of women. Okay, now and vice versa, y'all women, y'all should stop looking at men simply because of their attractiveness. Like I'm like small things. Okay, because a guy could be looking just like you. He's basically a 7 out of a 10. You're a 7 out of a 10, but you want someone taller. You want someone so out of your league. Okay, you're not going to be able to handle him. Okay, but anyway, let's continue on out here. Mohammed Shishkabas says, is America a peaceful country? No, you will die here if you live in the wrong area. Now, if I go to Africa in certain spots, I can die easily. Okay, I will not answer any messaging calls while I'm in the live feed. And of course, understand this. There are terrible areas to live in America. It's kind of like 70% peaceful, depending on if you're living more near white folks versus minorities. Okay, all right. So me living in America, if you're living near minorities, there is likely a chance that there may be something popping off. And popping off means trouble. Okay, trouble with minority areas. Okay, so I'm not talking down on minorities. I'm just saying, as I lived near a lot of minorities, I learned that the more lower the minorities, the more louder they get. They talk loud. They talk because they are angry. They were raised by single mothers. So if you could live in the wrong, like New York City, you do not want to live in New York. It's too expensive. That's one. And number two, there's too much minority diversity. Okay, you want to say socialism is building up there. Okay, and the more further you leave from New York, okay, the better it gets. I live in Pennsylvania. All right, so I also lived in Ethiopia in Africa, and I realized that none of them have guns. None of them talk real loud, and they're black. They're Ethiopian black people. Okay. All right. Let me see. You are a good speaker, dear brother. Yes. Thank you very much. But it's not perfect. My English is not perfect. But I do speak better than most Americans. Okay. There you go. I have a right to say that. Because every time I talk to someone, I kind of have to tone it down a little bit. And people just don't like me because the way I sound. And then I have to I got to take down the increments of intellectual prowess. Okay, you gotta take those words down. If you talk smart around people in America and you sound sophisticated, most people will not like you. Okay, do you guys know what a nerd is or a geek? Do you know what those individuals are? Do you know what a boss is? Entrepreneur. If you become wealthy in this country, people will start not to like you because you are what? Wealthy. It's just a broad stroke. If you're successful and highly intelligent, you like to do your research, you're different, you are charismatic, people will not like you in America. But the only way to be liked in America is it's all on who you know. It's all on who you know. I don't know anybody. So people are more likely not to like me. There's a catch-22 here. But if I knew someone who is as gifted and bright to see I have gifts, and they put me up on the right place, then I have to give credit to the person who did that. Because I can't do it myself because of my background. Okay? Now, let's see. How are you doing, dear? Okay, if you are a male and you're saying dear, that is the wrong way of saying things. Because that would sound gay. You know, you say, how are you doing, brother? Okay, dear is for a female. You know, a deer, okay? A doe, a deer. A doe is deer. Okay, a doe is a baby deer, yeah. Jahar, okay, you say how you been, brother? How you doing, brother? Bro? My broski? Okay, you say broski? You say, how you doing, man? You know, you don't say dear, okay? You say bro or hello. How you been, my man? My main man? How you been, my main man? Okay? Oh, here we go. There is, do you know about Trevor Noah? Yes. Yes. He is a stand-up comedian and an excellent one. That is why he's in this country, because he earned his stripes. Okay, please tell me about yourself. Go into my inbox. I explain myself again. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, the Bed-Stuy area. Okay? Brooklyn is the city. New York is the state. I am 46 years old. But I'm strong as a 19-year-old. But I'm strong as a fucking 50-year-old. But I'm 46 today. How much sense does that make? But of course, I take care of my health. So that's a little bit about me. I will post down who I am in the comment section somewhere. So other than that, okay, you can get a chance to know me by doing the research. You'll find my name, and you better read everything in there. If this video is going to be posted on the YouTube. This video is going to be posted on the YouTube, on my YouTube. And you can read in the description about who I am. Not everything I am, but a partial of who I am. Because I'm a Renaissance. Okay? Renaissance means a person who likes intellectual properties. They read into everything. Now, Muhammad says, do you like Donald Trump? He is an alpha male. Most men are not, who are alpha, which are about 10 to 15% of the population. Alphas are people who speak their mind. Okay? It's like your father telling you what you should do and you better do it or you get your ass whipped. You know, I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know Obama. But they are all puppets to me. You know what a puppet is? A puppet is someone whose strings are being pulled behind the scenes to control the masses so they won't get out of hand. So a socialist construct won't occur. Okay, so you have to keep order in order to have the peace. I believe in peace, but of course I also believe in chaos. And every time I see something bad happens, I'm like, holy shit, the world is going to get better. So I'm a sadist, okay? So never assume that if you hear this news, that's the real news. That's not the real news, peoples. The media can be a very destructive tool to the weak. Okay? Now, beautiful you are, Naimer, okay? Beautiful you are. You are beautiful too, okay? How you been? And thank you very much for the compliments. I have many relatives in Washington, D.C., and that's a high crime rate area, okay? There's a high crime rate in Washington, D.C., so I hope you understand that, okay? Yusuf, okay, what is your favorite sport and why? I am a basketballer. I like basketball, and then every other sport after. I like football. I like soccer. Okay, football and soccer are two different things in America. Football and soccer are two different things. In a foreign land, soccer is called football everywhere in another country. Okay, so they call it football, but technically it's called soccer. You kick the ball on the ground, that little white ball, that's called soccer. Okay, so whenever you hear someone say soccer, depending on where the country is at, then they are technically superior. Technically, they're technically correct. It is called soccer. It's not football. Football is an old term. That's for older countries, okay? I'm from Bangladesh, okay? I know a lot of individuals on here from Bangladesh. And how I got to be connected to you all is through Syed Yemen. So do not hate my brother, because he knows more accents than all of you. And if you're not as funny as he is, then you should not be talking. Don't make fun of someone, because you can lose benefits if they're the head CEO or if they're the boss. What is this? Sticking to my... Oh, that's food. Okay. Let me see. Say something about... Let me see. Wow, I'm wondering. I also don't like Donald Trump. You don't know Donald Trump. You can't say that. Most idiots say they don't know... You don't know Trump. You don't know Trump. He's a direct, outspoken individual. Though he's not highly educated, you can see that when he speaks like Obama. Comparing apples to oranges is bad. They're all puppets to me. Donald Trump he was elected the first term president, and so he shall be respected. And since he's strong and he speaks strong, people don't like him speaking strong. Got it? You don't know anything else about Donald Trump. The only thing I heard is that he said grab him by the pussy, right? All right, so that's alpha. That's as much alpha as you can get. Grab him by the pussy. Okay, that's a funny motherfucker right there, right? And on top of that, blacks talk like that all of the time. They're alphas. Nobody talks about black folks being alpha. They're being exterminated by their own kind. Okay? But other than that, Obama, he's a beta alpha. You know, he's articulate with his words. He's high strung. I believe he's actually homosexual, somebody told me. He's homosexual. The COVID-19 has killed at least about 100,000 people, I think. That's the number. That's the number so far in America. And y'all be safe about there in your country. Okay, give tribute on Kobe Bryant. Okay, I don't know what happened. He died. He just died. I wasn't a Kobe Bryant fan. I'm more of a what's his name? What is his name? The light skinned guy. Okay, Stephen. I can't think of his name right now. Okay, I'm getting a brain fart. So y'all be safe with that COVID-19 out there. You wear your mask. You know, we don't know if it's affecting people by the air or anything. They're going to try to force a vaccination, and you don't want to get that vaccination. You don't want to just believe in the news. Okay, remember, the news is not semantics. It's not logical. Religion is not semantics. It's not logical, okay? Anecdotal versus scientific method. The anecdotal is direct evidence. Okay, that means that I do my own personal direct evidence. So if you agree with me, you'll know where I'm coming from. If you do scientific method, you're going on the institutionalized, outdated knowledge out there, which needs to be updated. Okay, so if it's a group of people got together, they don't take everyone's mental psychosis. They don't take it into granted. So I do my own research. Okay, let me see. Give a tribute on Kobe Bryant. Okay, no. Okay, I show more and more respect. That's good to show respect. Hello, how you been? Dula. Okay, Dula. How you been? Hello, guys. I'm about to get out of here because I said before, if you're in one of those groups and I send that message and you see it, you better get in here because I'm not always gonna do live streams on this group. Okay, I do other things. So you know how to follow me. So if you have something to speak, say it now. Write things down. And then get back in touch with me. Say something, okay? Because the only way to learn is to ask questions. Okay? You can ask the question over and over and over if you can, okay? And I'll repeat it slightly different each time. Okay? Because nothing stays the same. Everything is always moving. If you have something that's stagnant, it becomes boring. Okay? And a lot of Milanos, light skin, or white peoples, or you want to call them crackers, okay, Europeans or white folks, the white devils, they think on a different frequency plane, okay? All right? I'm just being honest with you, okay? If you want charismatic in your English, you're going to have to go in the mid-ground, okay? Intermediate. You want to be stagnant and you want to be astute, like a soldier. Soldier boy, this is how you speak it, and this is how you want. You basically go to the white way, okay? There are aliens, okay? There's different races of species in this planet. You want to learn from the middle ground. You don't want to go too low. You don't want to be like an aboriginal, like you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to. You want to eat the earth. You can eat the earth, okay? Let me see, okay? I am 30 years old. Yasef says, give me some suggestions for my future life. I'm still struggling. Listen to struggle. The word struggle is a good thing. Yes. I've lived in the streets for 2 years. Struggling is good. Embrace the struggling. That was one of the Indian folks would say. I forgot his name. He's a black dude, dark-skinned dude with a long white beard. His name starts with an S. Okay, you know who I'm talking about? Embrace the struggling. Embrace. What message can you get from embracing the struggling? What message can you get from embracing? See, I struggle too. I'm still struggling now. Okay, I'm not rich, but I am rich. Which one? These are metaphors. So when I was homeless in the street, at least I was what? Sheltered. And when I was sheltered in the street, I could think freely. You all have true freedom right now. Everyone has true freedom right now. If you're incarcerated, you have freedom where? In your mind, you are truly free. If your body is shackled, okay, and you are suffering from a heartbreak, you are still free where? Here. If you, basically, when you hear that voice, you are free. If you hear no voice, you are not free. That is the difference between most people. Now, let's continue on out here, okay? You will struggle, and then it's only temporary. You know, the thing is that the sad thing about struggling is that it will go away because you're using this. When you're using this, you cannot struggle forever. And on top of that, if you wish to struggle and to be stuck into limbo, you will die. And then you will be free again. So no matter which way you look at it, what is the definition of truly being free? Right here. Nothing else, nothing more. Now, if you want to consider the heart free, that's subliminal messaging, okay? We are actually thinking up here, not thinking right there. And this is a problem for most guys. You're thinking down there, below the... You're not thinking here, you're not thinking there, you're thinking down there. And when you're thinking down there, you will feel the most fear and dread, okay? Or torment, okay? Let me see, can you speak the Chinese? What joing joing ching ching? Ching chong ching chong ching. That's Chinese. I don't speak Chinese language. But I so I can make some fun of some Chinese, man. But I love the Chinese though. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them are just like as racist as white folks. You gotta be careful with the mongoloid individuals, those Asiatic, okay? Be careful. They want to be just like white folks. That's why the U.S. and China is always going to coots about how back and forth. The technology-driven minds are very racist. Be careful. They think about eugenetics all the time. They're very high-strung. You gotta watch them individuals. Not all of them are like that. Okay? Let me see. Can you speak Chinese language? No. Have you had your breakfast? No, but I'm about to get off of here because it's been about an hour now here. I don't concentrate to my study. Please, any suggestions, give me, okay? If you don't concentrate on your study, that's your process. That's what you want to do. Feel comfortable about your life, okay? If you don't want to study, maybe there's something in your mind that's not giving you enough influence. Maybe you need to eat the right foods so you can study more. Okay, concentration is a problem for me too as well. But I know how to concentrate on other things better, right? See? So let's say, for instance, you can't concentrate on your study, but you can concentrate on some, playing a sport or playing cards or doing a job. There's something that you're really good at rather than studying. And you don't need to study. Studying is one method of understanding life. Okay? So peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Life in Dark. Welcome to my live video feeds. I know everything I say is pretty much on point, right? Because I spend a lot of time alone, okay? You know, I don't have a huge family. I don't have a whole lot of money. Okay? And y'all have a good day because I got to go out and do things. Right now, my time is 1:24. I got like 2 hours to do something else. I got to do something. Okay? And I will get back to y'all. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe some other time. But it's not going to be the same bat time, same bat channel. So you never know. Let me see. 1.2 billion people are speaking Chinese language. Yes, but also the Chinese virus came from out there. So they try to kill their own people. Think about it. Different levels of Chinese people. Some people don't even like their own kind. We overpopulating like rabbits like out here. We overpopulating like rabbits. Now, if you want to think about where the extermination needs to be, it's not in America. Because America is not overpopulated. See, America is not overpopulated. It's Chinese who are overpopulated. It's not Africa who's being overpopulated. It's the Chinese. Okay? So we got a little dilemma going on. Think about that. The rich are just fucking and raping the young girls, okay? Over there. That's what I was told. It's just rumors, man. Just rumors. I already told you my time. My time again. And I'm going to get out of here. 1:26 p.m. The struggle you're in today is developing in strength you need for tomorrow. Never give up. And that will be the last thing I will be saying. Thank you very much for joining. And what is your favorite tourist destination? I have none. Because I haven't been there. I've only been in Ethiopia. And of course, when I go to the tourist areas, they're more expensive. So I don't like the tourist areas. Okay, there you go. Okay. Whenever an American go to a tourist area, that place is the same price and it's more expensive. So I'd rather not go there. I'd rather go to a more underdeveloped area as my tourist spot, okay? Because I don't like a lot of people, okay? Peace.